So, Marla, you've given a stat before that 91% of women do not like their body, and 81% of 10-year-olds are afraid of being fat. What's the status and state of women and their body image in 2025?
You know, it's an interesting question that you're giving me because in one way, people like me exist that are talking about positive body image. There's many influencers that say, or coaches and people talking about fat shaming and talking about body motivation and body love and all of this and freedom with food. And I think that that is amazing. And I think that there is finally people to find that can be like, oh, I want that. Like if I would have had me back when I was going through all my disordered eating and crazy things as a teenager, I may not be where I am right now. However, I still do believe that there's so much diet culture, there's so much information about us shrinking our bodies, children being on social media all the time, getting this idea that these photoshopped images are actually real, even when we know they're not. That's the thing, Ryan. Like in here, mentally, in the brain, like we get it. Like we're not being fooled, but something taps in emotionally that makes us feel like they got it going on and I don't. And that's really what diet culture is all about. They're selling this to us. So I don't know what the statistics are, but I think this has a hold on so many people, men and women.
You mentioned your story a little bit. Who are you, Marla?
Who's Marla? Well, I'll tell you what got me into the place that I am right now and the importance that I feel is to share around body positivity and freedom with food is that I was for many years, Ryan, a slave to food, a slave to over exercising, a slave to making my body perfect, a slave to overeating. Everything was me wrapping my life around fixing myself. And if I had a feeling, how I coped with it was through food, was through either dieting or was through overeating or managing my food. And it came to a point where, I mean, I had so many dark nights of the soul, Ryan, like the dark nights of the soul of like overeating so much and being like, this is my life. This is what it's going to be like. Will never have control over food, to having so much control over my food that I finally hit that magic number and I was so miserable. So miserable. It was like the worst time in my life. And to realize that my happiness had nothing to do with the food or the weight. But that took a while to get to. And then from that place coming through and being like, I need to heal this on a deeper level. I need to heal this from my heart through compassion, through love, through understanding myself. And from that place, I learned so many different tools to heal myself that here I stand now being like, I am going to help other women, other men. I have men in my practice as well that I help to find freedom and to actually get to live their lives. Because as a mother, I can remember years ago being like, I don't know what kind of mom I'm going to be. I mean, I knew I would always be a really good mother. However, like when it came to, wow, when I was in that dark place with food, everything around me, I was agitated, I was angry. And then I was afraid that if I had a child, I was just going to binge on their food. And so being in this place right now where I have that freedom to take my son to go get ice cream. I have that freedom to live outside of the box of this this body of mine and be in the pleasure of life.